All right, Unit 6, this is actually Lesson 16. I've got it labeled wrong here, but it's Lesson 16. I can use angle relationships to find an unknown angle. So these are the notes we took yesterday. So the idea is you're using that information to help you find the unknown angle. So this is a linear pair, so it's going to add up to 180 degrees. So I have 115 plus x equals 180 degrees. Then I'm going to subtract 115. And I'm going to be left with 65 degrees. So x equals 65. For the next one, I'm looking at a right angle. And I see that it makes complementary. So I know that 47 plus x is going to equal 90. So I'm going to subtract 47 on each side. And I'm going to be left with x equals 43. So the unknown angle is 43. For the next one, I know this is a line. So it's a supplementary relationship. It's going to add up to 180. So 46 plus 90 plus x equals 180. So from there, I'm going to combine like terms. So these are my like terms. So I have 136 plus x equals 180. So I'm going to subtract 136 on each side of my equal sign. X equals 44. So x would equal 44 in this case. All right, for the next one, it says find the unknown angle measures. So the first one is the easiest pair, which is a vertical angle. So I get 110. Then I need to think about my supplementary relationships because it makes a straight line or a linear pair. So I know I have 110 plus z equals 180. So from there, I'm going to subtract 110 on each side. And z equals 70. So then I'm going to use vertical angles again to help me. So if z is 70, that means x is 70. All right, same thing. I'm going to use my angle relationships to help me. So I know that these are vertical angles. So this is 37. Then I'm going to use the fact that this makes a straight line with x. So 37 plus x equals 180. I'm going to subtract 37 on each side. And I find out I have 143 equals x. I'm going to use vertical relationships to help me, so vertical angles. So x is going to be 143 and so is z. All right, so this one's same idea. I'm using the relationships. So I know that, let me undo that. So I know these lines right here mean that this angle is 120 and this angle is 120. I know that because they are vertical angles. So even though M, 66, and M are combined equal 120 because they're across from each other, they equal 120. So I'm going to start by combining my like terms. So I have 2M plus 66, and that's going to give me 120. So now I'm going to subtract 66 on each side. And I'm left with 54 equals 2M. So now I have to split the 2M into two equal parts. And I get M equals 27. All right, so now I'm looking at, I have to figure out what x is somehow. So what can I use to my advantage? So I know that this is going to make a right angle. I know that this is a vertical angle to this right here.
What is it called?
So these are vertical angles. So I know that this also has to be x because I'm using vertical angles to help me. Then I know that this is a right angle because they're perpendicular lines. So 2 perpendicular lines make a right angle. So I have 2x plus 23, and that's going to equal 90. So from there, I'm going to subtract 23 on each side. And I'm left with 67 equals 2x. Then I'm going to divide by 2 on each side. So x equals 33.5. All right, same thing again. So I know that I have a supplementary. I know that this angle is going to be vertical with this angle. So I have 2w plus 20 or plus 76 equals 180. So from there, I'm going to subtract 76 on each side. And I'm left with 2w equals 104. So then I'm going to divide by 2 on each side. So x equals 52. Or I should say w equals 52. Changed my variable there. All right, for the next one, I can see that I have a couple of different relationships. So I know that this is a right angle, and then I also know that this creates a linear pair. So to figure out w, I'm going to say 138 plus w equals 180. So then I'm going to subtract 138 on each side. And I figure out that w is 42. So once I know that w is 42 and I know that this is a complementary relationship, I'm going to solve this one maybe over here. So 19 plus x plus 42 equals 90. So I'm going to combine like terms. So I'm going to combine the 19 and the 42, and I get 61. Yep. Plus x equals 90. So then I'm going to subtract 61 on each side. X equals 29. So w equals 42 and x equals 29. All right, for this one, I have a straight line. So I have a linear pair. So that's 2y plus 35 equals 180. So from there, I'm going to subtract 35 on each side. And I'm left with 145 equals 2y. I'm going to divide by 2. So y equals 72.5. So then I have to look at, okay, what are my other relationships here so that I can figure out x. So I know that these two lines intersect, so these are vertical angles right here. So that means x is going to be 35. So you're looking at, okay, what relationships can I pull out so I can determine the like angles. So now you've got your cool down. I want you to figure out what is x degrees. Have a great day.